Hello there, it's time for StoRyvival. Today, on the occasion of Buddha Poornima or Buddha Jayanti, we'll tell you the story of the birth of Gautama Buddha. Gautama Buddha was the person whose teachings became the foundation of the religion of Buddhism. It is one of the many religions practiced in India. He lived and preached in and around the areas of the India and Nepal border. His teachings have influenced many around the world. Let us find out how Gautama Buddha was born. Once upon a time, there was a king by the name King Shuddhodana. He was the ruler of the Shakya clan in the city of Kapilavastu in the Himalayan region. His queen was Queen Mahamaya. Once, there was a 7-day festival organized in Kapilavastu, and everyone in the city participated in it, including the queen. On the 7th day of the festival, the queen awoke early, bathed in perfume, dressed in her best attire, gave away gifts to the people, and then retired to her chamber after having the festival feast. The queen fell asleep on the couch in her chamber and had a dream. She saw that she was being lifted by 4 guardians and was laid under a shal tree. Then their queens bathed her and dressed her in heavenly garments, perfumes and flowers. They carried her to a golden mansion and laid her on a couch that was pointing eastwards. A white elephant appeared with a white lotus in its trunk. It bowed to the queen and then gently struck her on the right side with its trunk. Queen Mahamaya awoke from this dream and narrated it to the king. King Shuddhodana immediately summoned priests to interpret this dream. He treated them with riches and food and asked them what the dream meant. The priests said happily that a son had entered the womb of the queen. A son who would become a great universal monarch if he remained a householder and a king. Or he would become a Buddha, an enlightened one, if he left everything and walked the spiritual path. The king and queen were extremely happy to hear this. 10 months later, when the time was close for the son to be born, Queen Mahamaya felt like visiting her parents' home and city in Devada. King Shuddhodana immediately made arrangements for the queen's journey. The queen left in a golden palki accompanied by many attendants. Midway to Devadaha, there was a pleasure grove of shal trees called the Lumbini Grove. When the queen saw this beautiful grove, she felt like spending a few moments there. So she stepped off the palki and entered the thick grove. Soon, the time arrived for the son to be born, and the queen delivered a beautiful, radiant baby boy in the grove, in the Lumbini Grove. It is said that this boy was born standing up and started to speak as soon as he was born. The queen and the baby were taken back to Kapilavastu, and 5 days after his birth, the baby was named Siddhartha Gautama. This was the same Siddhartha Gautama who went on to attain enlightenment and became Gautama Buddha. It is his birth, the day of his birth, that is celebrated as Buddha Poornima or Buddha Jayanti. So that was the story of the birth of the great Gautama Buddha. We hope you enjoyed this StoRyvival and will be back soon for more.